Hi there, it's Remy77077 here. As you would expect on my channel, yeah, this is something a little bit different. It's going to be a bit of a longer video than usual, but this is going to be all my matches that I played in the Fantasy Strike tournament, online tournament this last weekend, which was the Fantasy Strike FS3 Fantasy Strike Summer Solstice tournament. And if you had Fantasy Strike and weren't in this tournament, then you missed out because it was an absolutely brilliant event. It was free to enter, and there were prizes on offer and all kinds of goodies. So yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was streamed live, and I got to watch some of the stream, but obviously I was also playing in it, so I couldn't see everything. The stream is still available on Twitch right now if you want to watch the whole thing. And I believe they'll put some of the matches up on YouTube and some highlights and so forth, like I'm going to do. But I was also recording all of my matches, so I'm going to kind of show you what happened. In my little tournament run. I'll put up a link to the actual bracket so you can see that as well. But you probably want to watch the video first because the bracket, if you follow it, if you look ahead, you'll see exactly what's going to happen. So that'll be spoilers for you. But anyway, let's get started. My first round opponent was someone called Necro1029 or something like that, and they didn't show up unfortunately. So they may have got the wrong time or something like that. But yeah, I got essentially a bye in the first round. I got a free win. So I was already 1-0 at this stage as we joined the first team battle against someone that was there, which is this is a new guy actually. It's YaBoiRyan, just YaBoiRyan, and I didn't know this guy at all. So you know, there's always a little bit of nervousness when you're playing a new opponent. Like I could see he was a new lower level guy, but you never know. Like maybe they played lots of friend matches, maybe they're very experienced of another fighting game. Remember the last Fantasy Strike big international tournament I played in, actually got a match against Forever King, who's and that was but let's just pause a sec. So yeah, first thing in this match, so I was playing very cautiously, just kind of spacing it out, kind of waiting for my super bar with Midori. That just there kind of instantly told me. So he hit me with a counter hit back A, and I'm like, okay, this is half my life gone. But instead he did nothing, he just did a ghost, which doesn't hit you when you're on the ground. So, instantly gave it away to me that, okay, I should be alright here, because, you know, this guy clearly is quite a new player. Maybe he's got one of the characters he's more experienced with, perhaps, but he certainly is DeGray. Didn't know the combos, so here is a big mistake there. That's a classic, maybe, I mean, it's a 2-bar connection, but honestly, there was absolutely no lag at all. I got no, that was just me messing up. So I saw he done the justice kicks there, and instead of just sensibly blocking and then punishing it, I managed to do my punish too early and got hit. But this time it's just, yep, dragon nonsense. I've noticed he likes to jump a lot, so I was getting away with a lot of air Bs in both human and dragon form to try and beat him out the air, because I don't really like doing that as well. But yeah, lots of hugs. Yes. So yeah, again, a bit more cautiousness. I'm not too familiar with this matchup, to be honest with you. But I'm just playing it safe and kind of waiting for dragon if necessary. But I got in with the tricky stuff there. You do a neutral A and then throw, and they expect you to do either AA, obviously, or oops, sorry. You could either do an AA or you could get an forward A as well. But instead of continuing the combo, you just go into a throw, so people aren't ready to Yomi counter that, and they can't even jump out. I don't think if on hit, definitely on block they can. So yeah, this time I'm like, okay, I kind of usually want to start with a wind, but I kind of waited a second, got a nice punish on that, swords him. So yeah, I thought I could pretty much just play a standard game plan, and I got a perfect there. So yeah, Grave is again on my team. Covered this ages ago actually, another video of mine on the last tournament, last big tournament, when I really discussed my team choice. Things changed a little bit, but right now my team is Grave, Geiger, and Midori. And I would say that my strongest character is Grave usually. But yeah, I was having a panic then. That was a bit of like, okay, I'm pretty sure he's going to continue into some kind of string here. So yeah, got me down to 1 hit. So you know, this goes to show You know, I'm not a terrible player at this game. I'm currently in gold B rank, so that's like kind of upper mid, upper mid, which is about right. But this guy got me down to 1 hit point again, so it does get around. Yeah, so I was expecting a jumping attack there, doing the big delay fireball to try and anti-air, but he went over it with the he's got very nice use of some of Val's moves. So I suspect that maybe Val's his main character at this point. This guy. It definitely is. Yeah, that's a very nice. Again, that's quite a nice trick to interrupt that string. Not quite sure. I think I've yeah, using a lot of jump neutral A with Grave, and I don't think that's really probably not as good idea against Valerie as against some characters, but in general, neutral jumping is something I've been noticing a lot of the top players using, so I've been trying to use that a little bit more. Perhaps just trying to force it a little bit unnecessarily there. Yeah, I feel like I got some pretty good matchups for me here. So even though I just lost it, now that was again, I'm not being patient. I'm kind of like seeing a move, realizing I've got an advantage there. So this is another one. I did this earlier with the dragon, you'll notice. So I'm playing cautiously, great. Seed as an air vines, and I've got plenty of time to block that. But I'm releasing my block too early, and basically this looks like a bit of tournament nerves, you might say. So perhaps that's what it was. I don't remember being particularly stressed out, other than the general nervousness of not having a clue what this guy was going to be like to play against. But yeah, so again another mistake. But again a bit of a mistake by him. He didn't get enough Oki there to get in and get throw. I managed to jump out of it, so he kind of made the wrong decision there trying to jump, because if he'd got that Oki just right, again. Yeah, but nice grabs me out of the Sente fireball. But yeah, the 2 hits on that is very nice because, of course, Rook. Yeah, okay, at this point I've gone, hang on a minute, why don't I just play proper Geiger versus Rook stuff? That's exactly what I do. I suddenly go back to the correct way to play this matchup against someone that's perhaps not very, I mean, to be fair, I can't beat Geiger with Rook at all. I find this really hard from the Rook side, but Rook's one of my worst characters, so the good Rooks will probably tell me other things. But in general, I think people would say this is, you know, a very strong zoner versus a grappler. It's not the grappler's favourite matchup usually, but he keeps getting in with vines and forcing me to make guesses. Every time he gets that knockdown, it is a good situation for him, but as you can see, I generally get out of it. But the usual way to play this match is you do these time spirals, and I get a nice big combo there, big punish if you get that drop gear. 3-hit damage, very nice. So I'm feeling pretty good now. And yeah, the normal way to play it is you do these gears, cross up triple, and then just keep out of there. I'm not messing about, I'm just going to do a super. Yeah, again, this is just like, I think I've got this guy backing off in trouble. I'm going to frustrate him. Even though the super's probably not going to do anything. Yeah, it didn't do anything, it's just there to frustrate him. And then I got cocky, went for the perfect, and then I think I just flash gate. No! Didn't believe, I thought he'd block my flash gate. Again, didn't know the Oki then. Again, he's making mistakes. But talking of mistakes, what on earth? Yeah. Now, maybe I'm relaxing too much here. Now I've got to, this is definitely a problem of mine. Do you tend to play when I realise I'm up against a new player in any fighting game, really? I tend to kind of relax a bit and not go all out and just give them a bit of a chance. Obviously, I'm trying to win. not that. Okay, now actually just do the punish, block punish correctly, and now I'm going to go, hang on a minute, I just lost a round. Let's not mess about. Because one of the things in Phantom Striker is, you know, without the execution barrier, someone can learn very quickly on the fly. But yeah, just get the win there, just get out of there. But yeah, without the execution barrier, of course, someone can pick this game up very quickly, even during the round, and figure out the matchup. And if they're a smart player, you can really learn a lot quickly in this game. So I've been burnt a number of times online, thinking, oh, this guy's a new guy, I'll just go a bit easy on him. Next thing I know, I'm losing a round. Next thing I know, I'm losing a match, and I'm like, okay, I'm like, this is a tournament. I actually want to try and play my best in this one. So, but I think mentally, maybe I was like letting my guard down a little bit, not intentionally, but I just think it's definitely a a personality of trait, let's call it that. So I've edited this, chopped this up already, so we're straight into my next round match, which actually did happen quite quickly. The tournament was ran really quickly. You could just look at the bracket, and as long as you were good to go, you could do your next matchup. So who do we have this time? I can't remember. We shall see. Of course, I'm picking the same team in every match. No adjustments for me. But this is the order I pick them in. Is kind of like how I feel with them. To be honest, I think Grave's my best. I'd probably say Midori's my second best, and then Geiger's my third best. Matchup dependent, of course, and that's not necessarily the true state of these matchups. It's more like what do I feel confident in, and certainly against the last guy, YaBoiRyan. I did get slightly fortunate on the matchups as well, because I would certainly take my Grave against Deval much more than the other two characters against Deval, and I would always want my Geiger against a Rook. So yeah, and Midori's always pretty strong. Okay, so I am technically 2-0 at this point, and of course someone else is going to be 2-0. He's going to be pretty good, and we've got Sente, who is actually one of the two organisers of this tournament, which was put together by Sente and the Rook Hugger, with a lot of help from Leontes, of course, on the commentary, and I think a few other guys helping them out with the TA stuff. So this time, this is guy's a proper. I think he's 3 or 4 ranked in the game right now, so this guy's pretty good. I'm not thinking I'm going to have much of a chance as my gold rank going up against a master rank. But, you know, got the first hit, so, and then, okay, this all starts to go bad now. And again, I'd probably say I would have taken Midori against his Lum. You see, we get some stuff here. Goes for the trade. Yeah, maybe I should have just gone for the throw, but I didn't expect him. That was a dumb C. Yeah, I think I kind of panicked a little bit there. And thought, hang on, I've got to make the most of this dragon. I've got to grab him. I think I was frustrated by that super trade, which wasn't, again, not this. And now I'm like, hang on a minute. Do I actually know how to play this? Get the cherry, though. Tasty little cherry. Yeah, I don't think I know what I'm doing. And despite me just saying, I'd take this match. Oh, goodness, look at that. Yeah, land on the baby's never a good way to do things. That was I'm using a lot too much jump C. Oh, that juggle, but I get the no. Did I get the cherry? Have a look. Did I actually get that? I think I did. I can't see. Yeah, I think I get that cherry. Maybe. No, he's on full hit points, so I can't tell. Anyway, maybe it was a trade. Cheeky air B. I'm not quite sure why I'm trying this. I think. Yeah, I think when I say I'm better in this matchup, it's more like if I'm playing a normal level one that I'm used to playing, like I can just roll over them with Dragon Form. But yeah, against a Lum of the caliber of Sente, I clearly demonstrate I don't really know the matchup at all, and I was just kind of jumping around trying to get in and not really thinking about it. Kind of panicking a little bit because I know if you let Lum get his items going and I'm Midori, and I'm like, yeah, haven't really thought that one through. I've just not played Lums that good before. Normally it's just like, yeah, I get Dragon Form, I win because I'm gonna pressure them and then get them in the corner, and they're not gonna know what to do. But yeah, when you play someone good, of course, all this stuff doesn't work. My standard of play isn't quite strong enough for that. So, okay, Grave versus Midori again. I should be happy with this one, but okay, that's a bit cheeky. Let's go back to the start of the round. Let's actually watch this one. So, yeah, tries the anti-air. I'm watching for the anti-air, but he gets a really good jump in there. How did he get that? So I'm doing the fat fireball, and he gets, oh, the perfect jump, yeah. But then I get a good jump back, but don't combo, but do get a throw. That's what I want to be doing. A lot more back. I like to do the sweep into fireball. Again, attempted the anti-air, wasn't ready, but gets the super, so okay, get him down to 1 hit point, surely. No, mess that up. But okay, get around on the board. That, of course, is a couple of errors. So after this super, I'm trying for a cross-up there. Yeah, so I want a setup where I walk forward slightly and I want to cross up air B, and I totally fluff it up. Maybe the tournament nerves, maybe there's something about Midori's spacing, his height, I don't know. Again, I'm not that experienced enough for this game to know all the little extras. But instead we don't get a cross-up, we land in front of it, which I suppose it was still a mix-up because he probably thought I was going for the cross-up, but he blocks it well anyway. Then I managed to jump over and whiff somehow. And then we're both neutral, so I don't know if he's going for a Yami counter, but he does just block the fireball. But now he's got 2 points of tick damage, so I go, hang on a minute, I should just be able to walk up and sword, and to see him jump and just sword anyway, because even if he could land and block that, he's going to die to the chip damage. So at least I did something good in the end. So 3 points of chip, and now that is bad news. So yeah, that was a panic sword. I saw the yellow auto throw mode. Yeah, really playing badly here. Now, in retrospect, Sente's using the jump C with Midori a lot, forcing me to do the correct anti-air, and he can get a punish on this. Yeah. Again, not used to any Midori is good enough to do that sort of stuff against me. And that was like, oh, that was tasty though. Oh, not a full hit though. Yeah, I was watching a video the other day of 2 master players. I think it's on my YouTube actually, and you may have seen me commentate it. And I noticed that I think it was Sente actually using Midori, getting away with a lot of Dragon C grab, and you think, well, hang on a minute, surely you slow enough start up, you should be able to react to it if you're looking for it. But that's in a vacuum. What's actually happening in a situation like this, where I actually think this is a punish. Yeah, I think that one's a punish. Because he got this one, yeah, that's a punish. So he actually saw the air B landing, and I could not jump in time. Then I get the punisher. Maybe if I'd left that by a frame or two. Again, that was a good read from me. Let's see again. Too much jump neutral. Not as strong as you would think with Grave. I think Grave's forward jump is actually a lot stronger. And of course, don't know why I'm jumping, and then yeah, he's just rolling all over me now, and I'm panicking a lot here. Don't know why I did the air. I think I was just trying to do something sneaky. Does get 3 damage out of that win somehow. Can I do some good zoning? No, it can't even miss the fireball. Gets him down to 1. Doesn't get us. Then, okay, so that's what I should have been doing. So if you see Midori jump and you want to anti-air with Grave, I believe you can neutral A his normal jump attack pretty well. And if he does the air, like belly flop type or bum drop kind of move, the air C, you can sword, I believe, usually, depending on the spacing and your timing. But I did it way too late there, so again, I think my reactions are just a bit off. Again, this is a 2-bar connection, but I've got no plates. Okay, that was nice. I didn't just throw a gear mindlessly. I did wait, but that's a bad trade. But getting some stuff there. Hang on. So yeah, so when I say that's a bad trade, you'll see that this round I start off okay, back enough, wait for the ghost to cool down, but then I gear too early. He's already jumped, but I've got time to block, so that's pretty good. And then just block the thing. Then I get the jump in, but he does the anti-air ghost, and of course that hits me for 2 back, so a bad trade for me. Get the drop gear into the gear, and then get a cheeky forward A. Ugh. Got air pressure in him, but he's again there. So this is when I'm starting to do like kind of throwing things out a little bit, because I realise I'm up against a stronger player. And I'm slightly trying to experiment to find out what actually works in these matchups when I'm playing someone this good that I am not used to. Because a lot of these guys, of course, are American players, so I rarely get to see them online. Yeah, so, oof. Maybe he could have killed me there, but not bad, not bad. And then, yeah, I think he punishes this with a, yeah. Oh no, hang on. Yeah, again, I was like, hang on a minute. Surely, if I'm low enough to the ground, I can get away with this. But apparently, I can't. And again, this is stuff I don't know. Just not. Oh, but that. If I'd believed, the cross-up combo could have been huge then. And again, that anti-air is something I don't do or never see any degrade do. That I rarely play against them. Tried the anti-air, but it was too late. He'd already got a safe jump. And then, yeah, just trying to throwing random things out there with the back air and thinking, why did I do that? But just a bit of panic that I'm up against a stronger player, got to try some stuff, see what happens, and yeah, that was how we kind of expected to go. Pretty easy win for Sente there. Got a couple of rounds though, I think there, so meh. But absolutely battered really, as you would expect. So I'm now turn 1, so I've gone down to the lower bracket, as we're not allowed to call it losers bracket anymore apparently, because Ed Boon will get upset with us. So the lower bracket with 1 loss, so I've got technically, am I 2 wins and 1 loss now? Yeah. And so we're getting other people with the same sort of record, of course, in the lower bracket. And going with the same team, as you would expect from me. No changes for me. I go against DudeWithMoney. Now, I had played this guy actually earlier in the same day, and I think I beat him in a casual match. So I was thinking, I think I got this guy. And I did actually watch it away. I remember looking at the bracket. Once I went to the lower bracket, I was quite a way ahead in my matches, and I had quite a nice little time to think about it actually. And there was, of course, 4 players in the lower bracket who could potentially make it up to facing me. And I did kind of think, yeah, okay, I think I'm all right, because I think I knew most of them, or I'd played them and beaten them before, or I knew they were new players. So I thought, okay, feeling confident now, feeling very confident. Let's see if this confidence is well founded or not. Now, no, I want to use a lot. Okay, that was a bit of a cheeky neutral jump again. I think I'm trying way too hard with this neutral jump stuff. Didn't get a 2-hit fall and punish there. But yeah, as long as you use the wind well, I feel like Graves good against. Maybe should have juggled. I don't know. Safe jumped it though. But again, I'm having real problems getting these combos for some reason, and I'm panicking a bit because I thought, hang on a minute, I had this round perfect. What's going wrong? But yeah, just okay. Wait, wind will save me. But yeah, that again, sort of bad play from me from that last moment, because I really had the perfect easily and then messed it up. Now I'm just baiting because I've noticed he's doing a lot of reversals. Some really nice predicting my jumps though from DudeWithMoney. And again, yeah, really good anti-airs. You can see I'm jumping in a lot right now actually, looking back at this. He's doing a good job of it. But yeah, wind has been definitely my... But yeah, that's smart stuff. So again, he's very slow start on that, but it does beat my air Bs, and I think we'll probably see him use that again on me actually. And do I learn? No. So, but I'm like, okay, got around. I'm slightly less confident, but I have noticed he does like to reversal a lot. So I'm hoping to try and bait some reversals at this point. I'm like, okay, but it's not working yet. Wind's ready. Yeah, the cheeky walk-up sword against a Jaina that's trying to hold. So this time again, I'm trying more air moves. And again, see, far too much jumping from me. Far too much random jumping, especially against Jaina, who's got strong anti-airs. As long as he's reading it well, which he is, so that's some good reactions from. Yeah, again, if you see that walk forward, walk back, that's me trying to bait, expecting a reversal for him on his last hit point. So interestingly, he's not. Again, yeah, predicting my jumps. Although DudeWithMoney is a little bit reversal happy. Again, trying that neutral. Not quite sure what that was all about. Surely this doesn't work, but it does. Getting away with one there. Yeah, that was much smarter. Safe jump, and don't mess about. Okay. Yeah, that is really what I should have been doing against a Jaina that's going to do a little bit reversal happy, but he's trying to use the super against my air B, or Dragonheart against my air A. If I get a knockdown, I can do a safe jump with air A. Don't mess about with the trying to get cross ups and stuff like that, because she's got good answers to that. Just use a safe jump. Now again, this is a matchup I feel strongly about. So I'm like, yes, I want to play. I like to play Graves with my Geiger. Although you'll see probably later on, spoilers, I might not be so good at this matchup when I'm actually playing against a really good Grave. But against an average Grave or someone around my level, I feel this is one of the matchups I feel like, yeah, I know what I'm doing. But a really nice combo here from Dude. Flipping excellent. So very nicely done. The general game plan with Guy, yeah, I should have wake up throw. It's a real cheeky trick. If you see someone's trying to bait your reversals a lot, yeah, a little bit sword happy again. A bit happy on the C button in both with both Jaina and Grave perhaps for Dude. General game plan in this matchup is to just delay things. You're the master of time, being Geiger, and this is what you want to do. Wait for Pluto's a fireball. You've got super meter. Punish for 2. Exactly textbook stuff. That was not. I was mispunished there on the sword, but yeah, now neutralize now working for me, and I finally do rip a reversal, but it works. A little bit of lag there, tiny bit of rollback, but what a read! What a read by DudeWithMoney. That's ridiculous. He's on. Look at his flashing health. You can't even block this, so obviously he does his air parry super, predicting my anti-air. That's some good. It's not. I mean, it's the only thing he can really do to not die. But he just basically essentially baited me to anti-air him. And now I'm like, okay, I don't want to lose this round. Please don't lose this round. But Yeah, cheeky step kicks. Yeah. You saw my cheeky step kick. My cheeky step kick completely failed against Sente, but against someone who's perhaps not as good reactions, not as experienced at the game, I find it a really valuable tool as Geiger. Just when they're kind of like getting used to that rhythm of you just backing off, throwing the projectiles, and using the anti-airs, and suddenly you come in with that step kick, and you get a lot of counter hits with it when people try and react to it, and they're just a little bit slow. Not quite sure. I think I tried to throw him, but he was a little faster on the button than me. Let's get that punish for one. Don't mess about. Oof. Bad attempt at an anti-air, and that was a deliberate, delayed flash gear wake up, which is one of my usual things. Didn't work against DudeWithMoney though. He's ready to punish my flash kick wake up. But lol, the damage there. Yeah. Now, don't know again. That's a yeah. Maybe I should have been able to punish that super for 2 actually. But it didn't matter. I got the hit, and then it got the air-to-air anti-air. So okay, someone messaging me at the same time. I'm fighting. Never mind. Sorry about the sounds behind. Yeah, hopefully the audio is okay on this recording. It sounded all right in my test, but I suspect my voice is probably a little bit loud compared to the game. But there is also snippets of of Leontis on the stream in the background, so I didn't want it to be too loud. Otherwise, it would sound a bit rubbish because you'd hear my voice. Oof, nice. Missed bit of a read there, and yes, again, definitely a match against people around my level. I feel good about this one. Midori versus Setsuki, because you've got the parry to deal with a lot of her stuff, and Dragon Mode can really mess up Setsuki if you get her in a bad situation. Get in the corner. You just corner pressure. Official Midori in the corner pressure there. Also, nice colour scheme though from DudeWithMoney. Definitely my favourite. Anti-air C? No, anti-air A, okay. And just does the cheeky, nasty dragon cancels again. That's a little bit like I do in human form with Midori. Just do a normal A, and then instead of continuing it into the 2-hit, instead do a throw after it. So, yeah, convincing win at the end there with Midori. But again, he's very tricky to deal with in a short 3-round match if you're not used to him. So there we go. So I'm on. So moving onwards. So I'm now 3 wins and 1 loss to Sente. So here we're continuing. I believe I'm into top 16 now. So this tournament had about 60 something players. So definitely the biggest online Fantasy Strike event to date, if not the biggest tournament at all. They did a huge tournament at, I think it was Evo. Certainly one of the bigger fighting game events anyway. They had a real life tournament. They capped it at 64. Yeah, so this is top 16 match against Bigotinho. Apologies if I'm not pronouncing that right. Pretty sure I've played this guy before online. Again, a lot of these people are people I'm not familiar with playing because maybe the time zone's difference and that. I thought he was from South America, but actually maybe from America, North America that is. I think he's beaten me in the past. I'm not sure what his ranking is, but I think he might be higher than me. So again, I was a little bit nervous about this one. Probably would have been even more nervous had I known. I was chatting with the Rook Hugger, one of the guys who ran the tournament, after the event, and he said that he got Bigotinho early on in the tournament actually, and he very nearly beat him. So yeah, nearly took down one of the top favourites for this tournament, so if I'd known that, I'd have been even more scared. But going again, yeah, happy with this match. Grave, to be fair, probably the one I didn't want was the mirror here, so I'm pretty happy Grave against Val. Again, 1 bar connection, so I'm not sure where this guy is, but again, I'm happy with that. I wanted the anti-air, got it. Confused what happened there, so now we managed to go through each other. Okay, not sure about this. He's blocked that, which impressed me. A little bit sword happy, which I sometimes like to do, just to get people worried about it. Nice anti-air super from Bigotinho. But yeah, oh, no! So even in retrospect, that surprised me. So I thought I could anti-air this, let's see what he does here. Yeah, so he jumps and goes for his air cross-up B move. Maybe I'm a little bit late on the super. I was convinced this would work, and even as you said, I'm even watching it on a replay, I'm sure this super's going to hit. But he manages to block in time and then gets the easy 2 damage punish. Very easy for Valerie to punish that for 2, of course. So, okay. Round to big. So now I'm trying that neutral A stuff, and it's still perhaps not. That's my usual one against Val. Yeah, she can't rainbow through that very easily. Should be able to punish this. Perhaps not. Big. Ooh, okay. Yeah, he's a little bit happy to jump at me there, and he can't easily jump out of that string. But yeah, there's certainly a little bit more lag in this fight. Yeah, the footsie's become a little bit tricky when you've got this kind of back and forth. Didn't sword, because I noticed he was playing carefully. Valerie's wrecker string, of course. We'll show you this for a moment here. I think we can get a good watch of this. Yeah. Oh, no, hang on. Let's go back to this. Yeah, so there's a good situation where Val can follow up with Cyan Magenta into yellow. All various other things. You can go Cyan Magenta Rainbow, Cyan Magenta Yellow forward and backwards, even Cyan Magenta Neutral, or Cyan Magenta and then just try and throw you. But because Graves I've got Super Meter as well, so and I've got the sword, so I've got 2 good reversals available to me, and I noticed he was playing carefully here and using Cyan Magenta and then backdashing out of that string. So yeah, I decided, hang on a minute, let's not go reversal happy against this guy. Noticed he didn't like that. This time, supering when I thought he felt like he was going to try and... Now, I noticed he did wake up super before, so that was an attempt to bait it. That was the shimmy, the Fancy Strike shimmy. Look at this. Yeah, look at that's beautiful. Walks in and out of the throw range, and then throw him. Almost like I planned it. Maybe it was the lag, maybe it was luck, but I'm going to say that was all skill and planned for. Definitely that shimmy. Yeah, again, a little bit random. Oh, didn't quite get the super in time, but did get the throw into the corner. Yeah, trying to do the grave delayed A mix-ups there to hopefully try and Yomi counter. Did I get the anti-air? This time I get it correctly. Okay, nice. So yeah, pretty happy with that one, as you'd imagine. Perhaps Bigotinho was a bit buttonsy happy maybe with Val, but hey, it's Valerie, you've got to press some buttons, that's why you play her. So, moving on to game 2, we've got Midori versus Jaina. Oh, again, nice colours, nice colours. So they're going for the alternate red. Again, a lot of this is probably waiting around a bit. Oh, I feel like he could have... No, I don't know. It's hard to predict that. Again, nice anti-airs. It's hard to judge that when she gets the anti-air knee. Yeah, I'm not pausing this too much, by the way. I know I'm not getting fully into the commentary, but it's very hard to commentate at full speed. And I normally like to do a bit more analysis of these, but this first round's basically him zoning me and actually getting some very nice anti-airs, very nice pressure. Yeah, so good play from Bigotinho. But yeah, a lot of this matchup, again, when I'm playing people around my level, it comes down to I get Dragon Form and kind of use it to my advantage to get a lead in these fights. Especially the Transform, of course, because I can really do some damage with that. Now, yeah, just wait it out. Trying to get that big damage jump in with the dragon. No, but cheeky C does work. Probably bait. Yeah, it was really thought he'd go for it, and he did, but even though I turned back, still massive punish, no problem. And again, I was playing quite cautious there, expecting a reversal out of Bigo, and indeed he got one. And that, yeah, so she can potentially get 3 out of that sometimes. I'm not sure how it works, but if you get the knee, and then the air arrow, it can combo. I think it depends how high up in the air you hit them, or whether you counter hit, of course. But instead, he could be doing a knee into air C, which would then set him up for more advantage afterwards. But because he's missing that air B, it's giving me a chance. Give me a chance there. Oh, now that was some good stuff. So that's one of those weird combos. Hit out the air to air, but then manage to react and actually land and do a sweep. So I'm pretty chuffed with that. Feeling pretty boss. So when I'm feeling pretty boss, I go for my greedy play, which was seen earlier. Neutral A into throw. Very greedy and cheeky. But hey, it worked. So that, yeah, definitely. Again, I saw it when I saw a bit of that was nice stuff. That was just a walk up throw. Yeah, I tried to. He does it. Air fireball. I do an anti-air, like I do neutral A into axe kick and forward. He just walks up and throws me. So risky and so good. But then get the parry this time again. That's the auto grab. Very nice. Tried for the confusing cross up, but he blocks it. But then throws me. Out dragon transform. That's again. I'm like, nope. I'll definitely hit you for one here. But then, yeah, we just saw, I was actually watching Seaweezy on stream using this exact tactic against Dragon. So just like, if you try and jump at me, I'm going to Dragon Heart you because it wastes so much time on the Dragon. Even, okay, the trade for 1 damage is often good for Jaina anyway, particularly good against Dragon. A nice attempt at an anti-air, good punish, and then he cheeky throws again. But again, just as soon as he doesn't throw and then just walk up, get the auto grab. So I think he thought I was going to go for a normal throw. Didn't want to press a reversal because I could just walk up, block, auto grab. So he was in a really tough situation there. Probably should have tried to jump away. Probably the only thing he could have done, but didn't. And then, yep, unfortunately got him there. So they were some pretty close fights actually, but I got the win. So walk up sword from Grave. Again, this is the one I want. I want Geiger versus Grave, but he gets a knockdown with the anti-air. Yeah, this is the one. It's very classic Guile there. Sonic Boom versus Fireball, here we go. Very much like a Sonic Boom versus a Kadoken. The Time Spiral versus the Shisu. Sorry, Lightning Palm is technically what it's called, but he says Shisu. So they trade, of course, they trade each other off, but then because the recovery for Geiger is so much faster on the Flash Gear, I can then punish him for a backhand like that for 1. So I'm in that good spacing where Geiger wants to be, which is just not full screen, but a little bit closer. But then as soon as he does the wind pulled him into my combo. So yeah, bit unlucky from Bigotinho there. He obviously wanted that anti-air or air-to-air B, but it just landed a bit too low for him. Again, yeah, trying to do the walk. Very nice though, walk up throw. He's definitely got that down, but that was confusing. So I went for the cross that whiffed it, but then he didn't react in time, and I did, luckily, to the new positioning. I got 1 hit left, so I think I've got this made. Yeah, trades it, but I'll take that. Because that's a guaranteed kill there. He tried the sword to just, I think he was getting maybe a panic sword, I'm not sure what to do. That was attempted back fist, but the spacing was wrong, so not going. Got to watch here. This may have been on the stream, I'm not sure. Oh, the 2-hit anti-air. Very nice. And then I'm getting once I've noticed. You've probably seen this in a couple of other matches. As soon as I see I've got the other opponent on the ropes a little bit and landed some nice damage and some nice combo there. So I got a 2-hit anti-air where I did a really late. Sorry, he landed on my slow gear. So doing a delayed gear here. And he lands on it, and then I get the flash gear as well for a really nasty 2-hit, and I'm like, okay, this is the sort of situation where there's been a big swing in my favour, that I'm going to get a little bit greedy and try something a little bit cheeky. So I do a gear, walk up right behind it, and go for the throw. And again, I know a good player's going to see that coming a mile away, but when you're a bit flustered, when something's gone against you, that's the time when I usually go for these kind of tricks. So spoiling my my playstyle here maybe a little bit. Almost unconscious though, to be fair. I'm not sure I'm really consciously doing it. It's just something I've noticed I do. Oh, in trouble though. So this is the problem with although Geiger's generally good against Grave, I feel, in neutral, there's a lot of distances where he's got an advantage. Grave can use the wind to really take control of the match. And then if he does land a jump in, as you'll see here, he gets the knockdown. Now I'm in big trouble because I'm not sure what's happening. I think I was waiting for the cross up there, and he didn't. He just landed in front, but also obviously wasn't expecting to hit with that either, as he just lands and just walks forward, but then gets the throw. Again, I was probably trying to block, so I think I tried to Yomi counter for a few frames, then tried to block, but then he did delay throw, which beats that. So then I'm down. And that was a bit of a panic super. I'm not sure what I did there. I think I was actually supposed to flash gear. I wanted a reversal, but did the wrong one. But helped me out in the end. So maybe I was on the stream for that, but it was over so quickly when the little spectator icon down the bottom left there. Maybe that was the Ontez trying to showcase one of my matches, but we he's seen enough of me. He's all right. We played, obviously, done a lot of streams together. So I'm 4-1 now. Absolutely feeling myself. Definitely in top 16 now, if I wasn't already. And I have got a tough matchup here. I believe this is Daniel. Daniel Stratolch. I've frequently got confused that he lives in Germany, and he doesn't. He's another North American player, just with a very, for me at least, European-sounding name. People pointing out that's his boss move, his Daigo move to just use his full real name as his as his fantasy tag in game. Maybe I should change mine to my real name, which you can find out pretty easily if you want to get on Google and find out who I really am. No secrets here. So yeah, not a bad start, but again, I'm waiting with my time spirals. Don't just chuck them out. You really want to wait until Geiger's not got a ghost ready to counter them. Get a nice cheeky back A, but then yeah, he knows I'm going to go for that drop gear. Really nice. That was a walk up, do nothing. This is an incredible read, to be honest. I'm not sure if this is some kind of fuzzy situation where he's going to wait for a few frames. Maybe the case. But if this was a read, this was incredible. Because normally, obviously, the most common move for a Geiger would be to do a wake-up flash kick. It's your reversal with flash gear. Instead, I think, okay, this guy's clearly a strong player. We're through to top 16. We're in the later rounds of the tournament. Like, he's going to expect the wake-up flash gear from me. So he's probably going to block. So I'm going to wake-up throw, thinking I'm a pretty smart guy here, pretty boss. And he just does nothing. So he Yomi counters my wake-up throw, even though I've got a character with a very strong reversal. Now again, there may be a fuzzy timing here, where he's blocking for it. He's waiting for a few frames of nothing, and then blocking, because the flash gear does have a bit of startup. But he's certainly not doing any kind of meaty attack or any kind of meaty throw. So this is why this works. Let's just watch this sequence again. So gets the knockdown. I do a drop gear. He does that one, and that, yeah, just ridiculous. So really good stuff. At this point, I'm like, oh, I can't believe he just did that. But then I get that is a nice punish. So if De Grey's doing his backstep moves, you can punish them with a neutral jump. Well, very much like Street Fighter 5. And again, yeah, he's playing some high. Again, at my level, it's very rare to see Geiger do the daggerfall thrust and then just wait and throw you, and it's exactly what he does here. So this is one of his backstep moves. He does, yeah, backstep daggerfall thrust. He's massively plus on block there, so I'm just waiting, expecting, okay, I know not to press a button, I'm smart, but then he knows I know not to press a button, so he walks up and throws me. So again, clever stuff that Daniel Stratolch, but then try and do the, I thought that would work again. Gets the big thing, so I do, yeah, so I thought, yeah, so I'm on 1 hit point here, and I thought, okay, I know he wants to do Ghost into Air BB for 3 points of chip damage, and if he gets it right, I can't get out of that. I've got no super bar. I have got reversals, but it won't work if he does the timing correctly. But his Ghost's on cooldown, so he can't use his Ghost. But he's probably still thinking, I want to do Air BB for at least 2 points of chip, and then the Ghost can finish me off. Maybe there's another way to do it. So I'm actually thinking about that here. So I'm already expecting an Air BB out of him, or maybe an Air B into plus frames. So instead I jump back, even though I'm in the corner, and do a pause to get out the Ghost, and then I do it, yeah, so that was to avoid the Ghost, and now I do jump back again into the drop gear and land a huge cross-up combo. Woo! First round, okay, feeling myself. In the tavern, had a couple of, no, maybe one a little bit streamed at this point, anti-air, and this was another ridiculous read by Daniel Stratolch. He got that ridiculous read earlier with the, walk up vegan meaty as it's known, the walk up do nothing. This time he does, this is such an unusual situation. Okay, so if Geiger's going to pressure you on his wake up, he's probably going to do a throw or a backstep kick or something like that, but he actually reads that I'm actually going to do the least obvious thing for Geiger to do here, which is just a neutral A, and he uses his counter super as if he, again, amazing You'll see more of this as this fight goes on. This Daniel was seriously in my head. A panic super from me again because I was like, okay, threw me last time, didn't like it. You get the punish on that. Maybe there's a bigger punish. I noticed the pause is working, the drop gear is working, but then yeah, too many drop gears using those anti-air kicks. And again, walk up, throw. Tries it again, but this time it trades. So he learned from last time that he's seen my trick. And he can't do the standard timing, he's got to delay it a little bit, gets the trade. Expecting again, this is higher level DeGray stuff that I don't see very much. Just does the back step into nothing to try and bait a reversal from me, and that's exactly what I do. And then gets 2-hit punish on that. Ghost on cooldown though, maybe that's why I got the counter hit, 'cause he's probably trying to throw his ghost out, but didn't have it. So you see this sequence, gets the punish, and then I get the counter hit. And you can probably see his ghost is probably just trying to come forward there. But I don't combo it. That's pretty bad. I should have just done forward A for 2 hits. Super's up for me. But again, I'm really not used to DeGray's doing this amount of throwing off these situations. Throw. Yeah. Yeah, that just happened. Was that 4 throws in a row? Anyway, I was like, I can't believe this guy. He is just so getting the reads on me right now. And again, I tried to jump too late. Now he's possibly baiting flash gears. That's where, again, I do not, yeah, but actually I'm like, hang on a minute. Baiting that move, but not expecting my reversal. I'm just going to do it. Again, I think this is safe. And it is? Okay, well, maybe not. He did try and react with truth. Ugh, again, okay, is he going to do the throw stuff? No. They attempted Yami from me and he did nothing, so we both got confused as we ended up on both sides, the opposite sides than we were perhaps expecting. I'm quite happy to chill here. Another, oh my goodness, how did that happen? So he does air ghost, I do spiral trying to delay it so it goes through his ghost, get it. Do a forward A, he does a jump. He lands in front of me because my A is recovering. This is crazy. Let's see if we can watch this. I can't do frame by frame very easily in this, but... So, okay, so my forward A, but then I've got to move back. So, yeah, wow! So the animation pulled me in front of him, back through him, and we both obviously got totally confused and did nothing. So, probably a nothing in my favour. Now, this time I tried to do it as low to the ground as I possibly could, thinking he can't possibly punish this. Can't, surely. Yeah, he can't. Nice. Okay, get a lot of chip damage here. You get a real point of damage. Again, stuff going in my favour. Get cheeky. Nice. Okay, get another round. So it's 2-2. Round 5. Could be the final round. So there it goes. Trying to anti-air with the time spiral. Again, feeling a little bit better. Really should have noticed how many times he's done that now, but I did not adapt quick enough. Again, that time was smart because I didn't do a flash gear. But this time, yeah, big damage. Tries to get the 3, but isn't close enough to the corner to get the extra point on the damage there. Yeah, just safe ghosting. And why would I do that random flash gear in neutral? That was meant to be flash gear, I believe. Again, thinking I can do this low to the ground. I've got to use my super. Somehow it gets through it. I suppose that would normally be a 2-for-1 or 2-for-2 trade, but again, I had no idea DeGray could do stuff like that. So yeah, learning on the fly here. Air super, perhaps not the good idea. Don't know. It's actually quite tricky with Geiger in some matchups. His supers either seem to be incredibly good in some of his matchups, or very hard to use well in other matchups. So. Definitely one I'm not too sure what I'm doing, but okay, again, as I mentioned earlier, this is a matchup I'm normally pretty good with. Dory versus Setsuki, because she's got so few hit points. One parry, yeah, tried the parry. Again, there's a lot of really nice setups here. Let's just see this sequence. Get the throw, gets the anti-air, air-to-air starlight into glider. Juggles me for 2. Goodness, I didn't know that was possible. You'll hear me say that a lot in a minute. And then that setup is incredible. So again, I've never seen this stuff. Again, I'm trying to parry these, expecting the normal Setsuki stuff, and I'm totally confused now because this is Setsuki play the likes of which I have never seen before at my skill level. So I am lost right now. And you can probably see by the way I'm playing, I'm just trying to try random stuff. I really should be trying to slow this fight. Yep, again, never seen this mix-up before. So I'm expecting a neutral A into tumbler, or a throw, or maybe a jump back air C. Just as, sorry, throw this time. So that one's okay, fine. Okay, that's the normal one I'm expecting. What's he going to do? Jump forward into back air glider. What? I've never seen that. And then into dive kick. Doesn't mean he doesn't get a combo there. So he didn't get 3, but went straight into. Then I'm so confused. The Starlight Tumbler lands. That's weird. So it was 2. I think that was 2. Yeah, two hit combos. Or yeah, goodness me. Sorry, no, it was a 2-hit combo into a 1-hit into a throw. So yeah, as soon as that cross-up hit though, I just totally got flustered. I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I'm in the corner, and he goes to the chip out. Yeah, tried to parry again, but again, I don't know what's going on. Normally, I'm like, hang on a minute, I'm 2 rounds down. I haven't even got a super bar yet. Normally, I would be playing for the super and thinking, well, okay, maybe I'll lose into Setsuki, but as when I get that dragon, I'm gonna just get that 5 hit points down in no time at all. Possibly win 2 rounds with 1 dragon is my goal. This time, I'm so panicking. I'm like, I don't know what. I did get the parry, but again, he's somehow. Oh yeah, he's doing these air gliders at really strange angles that I've never seen. Like going over my head to come from behind. Doesn't punish the dragon form, so okay. That was a bit of a Hail Mary for me, I feel. Normally what you get against Setsuki is a whole lot of this. I'm feeling pretty chuffed with my juggle there, and then oops. Now I'm worried. So although Dragon's strong, once the Setsuki's train begins, Dragon is actually worse than, of course, human Midori, because although he's got a slightly better anti-air, you haven't got your parry anymore. So yeah, now I'm really worried, and I'm going to transform back. Didn't actually get the kill, but did guarantee the chip there. So yeah, just absolutely, that was the Setsuki train. With new carriages on the train than I've ever seen before, so I'm you know, there's a lot of Setsuki mix-ups I'm very aware of and know what to deal with, but he didn't use them. He went for new ones that I've never seen before, so yeah, still got a lot to learn. So yeah, Matt, this is now, of course, I've told you before that I like Geiger versus Grave. This means I do not like Grave versus Geiger, so I'm like, okay, really not happy with this match actually. Let's see if did he have it? He didn't have a no. Yeah, he didn't have a Grave, so I couldn't have got my Geiger against his Grave. So yeah, pretty sad. Did get to start off with wins, so that's good. But yeah, this is a matchup where I think, oh goodness, like even maybe a Geiger at my standard or an average player, Geiger's probably going to give me some big trouble. So I am not happy. I'm trying to go for a lot of pressure stuff here. Should have juggled into super there. What a mistake. So you see this. Back away. Get the air to air counter hit B. I think that would have comboed into the super if I'd done it. But it's an unusual situation. Normally you get the juggle with the wind up. And I'm not 100% certain if that can juggle into super, but I believe it can. And I kind of double took there and went, hang on a minute, did I just miss the chance to win this round? And then, yep, he gets the Yomi counter on my meaty throw attempt. So again, at least I was getting greedy in the corner. I like that in a way. Back wind. An absolute complete flustering. Did not intend that back wind, I can assure you. Sometimes I do them on purpose. That one obviously completely threw myself and dragged him exactly what I did to, I think it was Dude. Was it DudeWithMoney maybe? Or maybe it was YaBoiRyan. One of those players earlier in this video, I got exactly that, where they pulled themselves into my combo with the wind. Exactly what I just did to myself. Grave versus Geiger. So there's a little pause there from him. You're obviously just waiting to react to stuff. I just sawed through that to try and not take the chip damage. I think that works. But now I'm like, okay, what do I do? Should just block. Yeah, okay, that was smart. Actually, this is something I noticed. He was using, okay, good punish. Okay, got him 4 hits again, but we saw how fast this can turn around last time. Nice, air to air, good stuff. Okay, so that was actually sort of how you can do it. Couple oddities though. So Daniel was using the air super with Geiger, which you don't often see as Grave because the teleport super is so useful. But maybe he'd noticed I was playing around it, decided rather than the advantage of me having to play around his super bar, he'd rather use the air super. So we'll see how it works out for him. But that time, essentially, it was baited one flash gear, and then did a lot of damage, and then got him in good bad situations, and that was the round really. But it was really that bait of the flash gear that cost him that round. So again, that was again, I don't know why. I'm getting a bit like you saw against Sente. I'm not playing as badly here, but again, I'm kind of going, okay, this is a good player. Got to throw some. I can't play my regular game. I'm gonna have to throw some craziness out there to see if I can do it. So you'll see, I start the round with an air super, expecting him to anti-air flash gear, which, not really smart to be honest, because he hasn't really shown that he's doing a lot of anti-airing of me, flash gear particularly. Wake up sword, but that doesn't work. Okay, interesting. So we got a throw into delayed backstep. Okay, so I think it's that slight delay on the backstep that made this work. So I thought, oh, I see him coming in, wake up sword, but he'd actually delayed that meaty attempt slightly so that he had enough time to block the sword. Really good stuff. Or a happy accident, but I think I will choose to believe that was very much on purpose from Daniel. He knew his Oki timing really well. Okay, so now again, this match is hilariously exactly like when I was playing Geiger versus Grave. And this is what I mean. Grave just really has a hard time with Geiger at my level. It may not be the case at high level play, but for me, this is a really bad match. Really bad. And again, he uses the air super rather than waiting for the teleport, which is very strange for me. Get the wind off, but I'm like, hang on a minute. I don't really understand this situation. Because, for momentarily you had a delayed gear there that had been delayed by the wind. I've got, again, yeah, nice bait, but that's what got me again. Just trigger happy. 2 bad uses of super in that round. Sort of really just hard read for the sake of it, and air super, and then again another stupid hard read, random super and neutral. Not sure what I was doing. Definitely flustered by Daniel's playstyle. Got wind up, use it, good. Good. Get some tick damage. Expect him to expect an air B, so don't do it. Get the chip, finally, but that's time. Didn't juggle me into that, that's good. Now he's using delayed ones. And again, I'm like, what? Air super? What if I put wind up? What happens? Now I'm being dragged into his air super, and now we've got the near stationary gear because of the wind. And again, this does happen in Geiger versus Grave, and maybe this helps Grave out in the matchup in some way, but it's very rare to see this really when I play, because I think it's because this all happened because he's using the air super with Geiger. I didn't really want to cancel that because, of course, whilst that's on screen, he can't throw another gear, but I was like, I'm not really sure how to take advantage of it. Do I anti-air this? Yes. Again, this is good zoning. When he doesn't have super meter, I can zone, and especially when I've got wind. Okay, again, more good zoning. Anti-air, he tried to pause, but then I delayed. Only the anti-air neutral air gave me plenty of time to do a fireball. If he had drop geared that, maybe he'd have hit me though. And then should have been a combo for 3, but this time, no. Oof, if I'd done air to air. Yeah, get another round. So, almost won. It was apart from Hisetsky, which just rolled over me. I'm doing pretty well against Daniel, to be honest. There were both of these. Again, but I don't know what's going through my mind here. I've just gone to Hard Read City when I didn't need to be in Hard Read City. And what a punish. So again, this shows a top player, though. That again, I did not know this punish was even possible. So he blocks that. And if you notice, when I got this situation with Geiger, I didn't know what to do, and I just did forward A for a definite 1 damage. Watch this, jump in A, neutral A, flash gear for 3. So tripling the damage that I did in another fight, although I did win that match, so it didn't matter. But I did say at the time, hang on a minute, I probably lack a knowledge here to what I can do to punish Grave. I guess normally I'm just Geiger versus Grave, I go so well I don't need to, I've never had to learn this stuff. And again the 2-hit anti-air with the delay gear. And now I'm like, okay, now this makes sense because he's got me on 1 hit point, and that's the chip out time. And I'm really not sure what's happening here because And again, hard read. I could have just anti-ed then. Get the cross up though. And flash gear for the win. 4 hit points. Even if I'd blocked that, I'd have done 2 damage. So he could afford to just flash gear away like crazy there. Well played, Daniel Stutulch. Knocks me out of the tournament. He would move on into top 8. I would go out in 9th place for that, which was about exactly what I predicted, to be honest. I said if I'd looked at all the brackets before the tournament began, I went, wow, and there's 60 going on 70 players in this. And I know I'm, a decent player, but not great at this point in time. And I was like, well, I expect I should be able to get top 16. And if I get top 8, I'll be playing very well. So 9th place, pretty much the upper end of, upper middle end of where I expected to be there. So pretty happy about that. I think 4 wins, 2 losses. Pretty good, not bad. You can watch the rest of the tournament, of course. I won't spoil any of the results. That's just my little run through the FS3 tournament. It was an excellent event. Thank you to all the guys who ran it. And yeah, I'll see you again later. Bye.